Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips or Tricks. I had no plan on making a third video on this process, but somebody gave me a suggestion, one of my viewers or a subscriber, and I know it. I just don't ever do it, so I thought I'd pass it along. You know what? I'm going to use yellow so you can stand out a little bit. The way I did it the first time, I left click, right click, go up to effects, contour the outside, and make a extra line. And then I was actually having to take it and take the Smart Fill tool, set on white, just to get that effect. And that's how I do it a lot. I just kind of, I don't mind doing it. And there's several other ways to do this. And he suggested another way, which really, really works too. And just as good. There is one little bit of insight I'm going to try to share to him that makes a difference. And then we can actually take our text, well, try to grab it and make it black. So we have, and that's the only problem with my adventure, you have a red line. So I'm going to move that out of the, well, see how it's actually putting it in on top. And I'm going to take away the line from that and then put that back so we won't have a red line, because I used a red line for my graphic. Now, the way he suggested, and I know this works and it's a lot faster, is just take the text and put a white border around it on the outside by right clicking. Now you've got to go to F12 to make it thicker, and you could make it any size you wanted, make it any thickness. This is where the blue would really show up. The one thing I was going to say is you want to scale that line with an object, We're not going to do it on the first one. And I'm going to make a duplicate of that. And then I'm going to grab that line and I'm going to hit F12 and I'm going to scale with object. Because I think, well, I know it does it, but I've never really done it on this. If we take this and reduce it in size, see how the white gets a lot thicker? That's one reason I do it. The other way I was showing, if we take this and make it that size, our white line is still scaled with the other one. So that's by doing it the way I did it here. I want to make sure that's a group together. See my white line, I don't have to worry about it changing because it's going to be the same size, just like that. So we'll go ahead and use this one. And if you didn't watch the other parts, this is for a banner. And I've already clipped off the tip of the banner. And then just in case you didn't watch the first one, the reason we're doing that. And matter of fact, I'm going to do this because I don't want the banner touching the outside of the wall. So I'm going to go to effects and contour to the inside just a little bit. Now I don't have to, but I will. I'm going to break the contour apart and I'm going to actually move this, grab that and move it over and take my design. I want to make it a little bit smaller, even though the envelope tool really doesn't care. And I'm going to grab my envelope tool and I'm going to go right here to place inside frame, and I get that. Now that's selected. If you hold down the shift key and select that and go EC, it'll put it exactly in there. And because we've nudged, we're going to nudge it back. So that's what the contour line did. It did not allow to touch that line. Even though it's really close, it's not touching that line. So his way is faster. In some scenarios, you might not want to do that. But I thank him for reminding me of that. And I hope that helped somebody someday, and thank you for watching.